please mute all your systems. Yeah, okay. Venkat? Hello?
Praveen, you are audible.
On my screen? What about my screen?
Yeah, we can
Is
see
it
your
clear?
screen.
Okay, fine. Let's start our session then. Hi friends, welcome to our second virtual meet. It's very pleasure to say that today we have another host along with me and Venkat, and he is Ashish Jain. He is also a qualified chartered accountant and currently working at Deloitte US. And today he is going to explain one of the technical aspects, that is support and level resistance, in next few minutes. And coming to my part of this meet, today I am discussing about one of the interesting topic, that is how to get the information and announcements made by the company as quick as possible. 1 minute. Yeah. And before starting our topic, let us summarize the last meet. In the last meet, some have raised the queries which are unanswered or which are to be rectified as we made a mistake in solving the query. Those are: what if AMO placed but not executed on the same day? The answer is it will be cancelled but not carry forward. And the next one which is unanswered is with regard to futures. In futures, what is the price fall? What if price falls below the stop loss? And someone has raised this query. To answer that, let me summarize what exactly the future is in layman terms. Future versus equity. Let us take an L&T as an example. Here I have considered L&T as an example, and it is currently trading at 900. And in order to do future trading, we should buy in lots, as we discussed in last meet. For L&T, the lot size is 550. So if you buy the same in equity, it will cost you 550 into 900, as it is a spot price. So the investment will be 4,95,000. But if you go to future trading, it will be 25% of a 4,95,000. That is 1,23,750 is the margin required if you go into futures. So by these, the futures is more easy than long term as equity. And this 4,90,000 is called as contract value, while 1,23,750 is called as margin. And that's it. This is what future trading is. No more complications are involved in it. And coming to the query, what if price falls below stop loss in future trading? See, basically, if you are trading future trading in intraday, the margin is as follows. If you keep the stop loss as 900, the minimum margin required is 21,782. This is in case of intraday, friends. And if you keep the stop loss at 850, then the margin required will be 27,722. How the 27,720 is calculated? That is the loss, that is 900.4 minus 850 into the lot size, that is 50.4 into lot size, it comes around 27,720. So indirectly they are taking margin is equal to the loss borne by the transaction. So here the loss will be 50.4. So they are taking that that amount of margin. And if you revise your stop loss to 800, here the loss will be 100.4 into lot size, that is 55,220. Here you can clearly see loss will be 100.4 into 550 will be 55,220. So in short, to say, margin will be loss made by you. That's it. And so there is no concept called what if price falls below margin. Anyway, they are taking margin based upon the loss borne by you. Fine. Coming to our main topic of the day, what are the sources from where we are getting the information? This is important for beginners as well as the experts, and it is required to trade on real-time basis. First source is Twitter. Previously, when I was new to trading in 2017, I used to follow newspapers and some channels to know the updates. But Twitter became more familiar to me in these lockdown times. Really, I have not found any alternative till date compared to Twitter, where we can get the information so fast. Having Twitter is not the great thing. Main thing lies in the pages you follow. We should follow the right pages to get the right information. Here is the few list of pages to follow. First page is BSC Corporate or BSC News. This will tell us the announcement made by the company, like company results or company announcing any dividends or any sort of actions made by the company will be get by the BSC Corporate News and BSC India. And the rest of pages, that is Financial Express, ET Now, G Business, Reuters India, and these all tells about the information around the world, covering every topic like government policies, like China US tensions and all, which will impact the market too. To know the pages I follow, once check my Twitter profile and see the following section. See, I am following 76 pages, and I hope these are the right enough to find the right information in the right time for the right trade. Apart from Twitter, next is a TV channel. The more popular TV channel for the markets, what I believe, is G Business, CNBC TV 18, and CNBC Awaaz. Here we will get the experts' advice and their way, and what is the way of analyzing a stock, that is the stock ideas, and analyzing the news and its impact. I used to follow CNBC TV 18 right from the initial trading days, but now G Business is the channel I frequently keeps on watching, because G Business, there are some important stuffs running in the C Business compared to CNBC or CNBC Awaaz. This is my personal opinion. And CNBC Awaaz and G Business are in Hindi, whereas CNBC TV 18 is in English. Good thing is CNBC Awaaz and G Business will be available in YouTube too. You can search simply G Business and CNBC Awaaz. They are going live in YouTube. There is no necessity for TV connection. And CNBC TV 18 live will be accessed via Google, and the link I will provide in chat box later. So no more TV connection is required for this channel. And I will show one example how the announcement will make us to trade effectively. Friends, I'm sharing the screen. You can view this. See here, I am sharing one of the screen, that NIC announcements. See, on July 24th, 12:55 p.m., IndusInd Bank announced one announcement, that is nothing but they are increasing the promoter holding. Sorry, friends. See, this is the right announcement. Route 1 Investment Company, that is nothing but existing investor holding in IndusInd Bank. They are holding approximately 4.96% in IndusInd Bank. But now RBI has amended and increased its investment limit up to 10%. So it is one of the benefit for IndusInd Bank. And the news has came into the light in 12:55 p.m. That is during the market hours. And let us see how the stock reacts to it. And here is the IndusInd Bank chart of Friday's trade. See, you can see 12 till 12:55, the price of the share is 502.95, and once the announcement got into light, it increased to 529.55. Approximately 29 rupees have been increased in a span of 5 minutes. That is due to announcements. I hope technicals will not pay much in these times. Only the announcement matters. And so for these reasons, I am sharing the sources where we can get the information as quick as possible. And coming to my trade on this IndusInd Bank, when I got this information, I started trading in this IndusInd Bank. Let us share my trade. See, friends, you can clearly see I have traded IndusInd Bank at 1:13 p.m. 800 shares. I have taken it. Sorry, this is an option, 550 call option. I have taken it 17 rupees and I have exited at 17.7 rupees. Profit or loss, no matter. But the important thing is impact of announcements on the share price. and some few quotes regarding this is, so by this we can get the information as quick as possible. I hope you got my point. And now I hand over to Ashish to continue the proceedings. Ashish?
Hello.
Yeah, Ashish, I'm making the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hamid.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Myself, Ashish, a qualified chartered accountant working in Deloitte USA. And thanks, Praveen, for adding me to this group and giving me this opportunity. And also thanks, Venkat. And so my topic is support and resistance. It's one of the main topic out of technical analysis. So I will share my screen first. So can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah, yeah, Ashish.
Yeah. So we will go with just a minute. So yeah. So this is the chart, daily chart of Equitas Holding. So when we zoom in this chart, so what is support and resistance? Support is the line behind the candles, below the candles. So support means that we are expecting that price won't go below that line. And what is resistance is a level where the price will resist. Like we will expect that price won't go above that thing. So now we will prepare it for Equitas Holding. Like from here we can draw it. So from here we can select like lines, and then this is cross line, and from here we can draw horizontal line as well. So in support, while drawing support, we will join the candles from lowest points, from the below points, like one here, then this, and then this, like this we will draw it. So this is called support, which is, so we expect that the candles won't go below this. And what is resistance is, it is above the candles. So like this. So if we see this chart now, it's moving in this direction only. It is again and again coming to its support, and then it is moving up, and then going to resistance, and then it is coming down. So, and it's not like we can draw it like cross lines also, we can draw it straight also. Like if we zoom in this chart, so what would we see is, earlier, I'm the, okay, I'm deleting this. So, hmm. So here at 55 56 level, the candle went once there, the price went at to 56 and it fall, then again it went to 56 and fall, again went to 56 fall, again went to 56 fall, and finally it has crossed this level. And once the resistance is broken, it would be the new support for that stock. So now we can see that the price is taking the, once it went below this, but now it is taking the support at 57 56 rupees. And also it is taking support at this support line also, that cross line also, and on the horizontal line also. So now here we can expect that the price will move upside only. Whenever a resistance is broken, it is not like the price will keep on going upper. It will definitely come once to that support level, as that resistance level is now the support level. So it will definitely come to the support level again. Okay. So you guys have understood till now. So I will go to the next chart, or if you have any doubts.
If any query, we will discuss later.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And for this, now the, as the support is 56 rupees, has entered the okay. So for this, as the support has, new support has been 56, for resistance we can see that the price is resisting to cross 60 rupees. So here we can take the entry at 56, and we can keep the stop loss some points below, like at 54 or 55, and the target at 60 rupees. And once it crosses 60, then the new support would be 60, and resistance as where the candle stops. So now I will share the another chart. I would share the chart of NCC. So here at NCC, if we have to draw the support, so this I have selected, and this is the lowest point of NCC. So I would connect it with the another lowest point. So this is one support line. the price went up, again came here, again went up, and here we can see that it is again forming a line. So here we can draw one more. So see, it is taking support here also. So this is the support one, this is the support two. Main support is now this, and here it is. If you see this candle, sorry, I have to stop it actually. Yeah. So if we see this candle, then this candle is giving a rejection here. Like it means the bigger the rejection, the more are the chances that it will go up now. So here it is giving rejection. So from here we can find out that now it is going to move up, and it is also giving a resistance here at the level of 34 to 35. So yeah, so every time it is moving up, it is again coming down, moving up, again coming down, moving up, again coming down, and now it is forming a ascending triangle. What is ascending triangle is like price is moving up and making this cross line, but from upper side it is not, means it is making a straight line, not going below a particular level. So in this the chances of giving a breakout on the upper side is more, because buyers are able to push the price higher every time, but sellers are not able to push it much lower. Like this time they have pushed it to 27, next time they were pushed it to 29 only, and then to 30, and then 31. They are not able to push it much lower. So the chances are like it will give a breakout on upper side. So here if we want to trade, so we can put our stop loss at 30 rupees and can keep our first target at 33 or 34, and the next target, if we can take more risk, we can take make the next target like 36, 37, like this. Okay, so now we can see the charts for Federal Bank. So for Federal Bank, earlier like the stock was moving in this zone, and from it was touching this and coming down, again touching this, came down. So we can make it as this as our resistance. So this would be the resistance here. How to draw? Sorry.
Is that a double top?
Sorry. See, so how to make this support and resistance is like wherever we can see more points we can draw. Like if right now I am drawing it so easily because I have seen the charts for like 1 week or 2 weeks. Once you keep on seeing the charts, you will be able to draw these supports and resistance. Like here we can see that here there was a big gap and it fallen, and then again it went there, so we can consider is it as resistance. And see here also it came and it broken. So what I told is once a resistance is broken, it is the new support. So it is broken, so next time it came to its support, and from here it again went up. But also we can see that here also it is a new resistance. From there it came down, again it is here. So now for Federal Bank we have to wait for another candle, like it can come again to this support or it can break this resistance. So we won't take the entry as soon as it break the resistance, because after breaking resistance there are mostly the chances are like it will again come once again to its support level. So at that time we can take the entry. And for this we can do for many other charts also, like Bajaj Finance and Reliance also. So if you want me to do it for any other chart, I can do, otherwise we will stop it here. So now you can go for the queries.
Let's ask for queries.
Bro, one more chart please.
Sorry.
One more chart explain.
One more chart, okay, fine.
Reliance.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can pick up
I
any
will go
stock.
with, yeah, he's saying Reliance, no? I
Yeah,
would go
fine,
with
fine.
Reliance.
Ashish, a small doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we see it for only one day, or we can go for
No,
weekly?
we can go for weekly as well, and we can go for 15-minute as well. So I would suggest like doing is it in that way only, like you asked, that go for weekly so that we can see the long term trend of the stock, and then go for daily, so that like we can know both the resistance, like where is the support and where is this resistance in long run also and for short run also. Like I will show you for Reliance.
Let me end the pack one.
Guys, please mute your
See,
Emergency.
this is the Reliance chart.
Yes.
So now, and also like we can, it's not like that we have to draw lines only. We can draw in the form of channels also. In channel
కానీ
we
అది
get
కనెక్షన్ కొంచెం ఇబ్బంది అనిపిస్తుంది.
sorry, I am hearing lot of noises
Yeah,
behind.
once you can mute from your side also.
From my side, Praveen, or you're
Yeah,
saying to
from your
someone else?
side, you can mute
No,
participants.
like Ashish, you go into the participant list and click on mute all option in the bottom.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I have done. Yeah, thanks, Venkat. So we can draw channels also, like here is the lowest point of Reliance, and from here if I draw, so it is connecting these lines. See, we have to draw and see where we can get more touch points. So here we can draw it like this and drag it to upper side. So this is a channel for Reliance. So once it is broken this channel, so I said that once the resistance is broken, it will be new support, and it will again come to that. But again coming to that, it again is back to that channel. So that's why we have to wait for the second time coming to its supports. Again coming to this zone, it is moving in this channel also, and then on Friday it is again broken that channel. So for this channel we can make the new support as, just a minute, we can drag it like this because we have one more resistance here. So oh shit. Sorry guys.
Cool, no problem.
Like this and this. So if we see Reliance daily chart, then it is moving in this channel only. So this is the support line. We can see that it has taken support here, then here, then here, and making resistance there. And also earlier it was making resistance in this line, but now this has been broken. So let's see what happens to it. If we see history, then based on history it will again touch this line, but now let's wait for it. I won't suggest any buying here because there are more chances that it will come here, and if it comes here then we can buy.
Here in
And
the
if we have to,
it is
sorry,
2000 levels, right? The support
yeah, it is
level.
at 2150 na. So now I am not suggesting buying because like one day that people bought that option, Praveen, like
correct.
at 38 many people have bought.
Yes.
So if we see that level na at that day, so it was already at its resistance level when we
Oh.
all bought.
Okay.
See, if we see this, see here the resistance came in, then again here, higher, and at that day we bought it here, everyone mostly,
Okay.
and then it fell
And,
down.
Also, Ashish, I would like to add a point here, and also like in the from my side, I will show why we should not buy at here. Like RSI has reached almost 80 or 81.
Yeah.
So maybe it may go for a breakdown or a consolidation. And also, as you said, when you reduce the channel width by touching the recent restrictions, recent resistance, it is indicating that it may go down.
Correct.
Most probably in the coming week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello,
So-
hello, bro. Hello, Ashish.
Yeah, just a minute, I want to complete this. Just a minute, sorry.
Okay.
So what mistake we have done that day is we all bought it here, but again we have sold it to 1800 levels. But if we would have seen this, then 1800 level was the support, so we
Correct.
should have bought at 1800 and sold at 1900, but we did reverse, and that's why we all made losses.
Yes.
Means mostly of us made losses there.
Yes.
So now someone was speaking something.
If there is no AGM on Reliance means, then what's your support and resistance?
Sorry, there is no.
AGM, annual meeting.
Oh, he is saying that the stock is impacted due to AGM. If there is no AGM, whether the trend will continue. You understand?
No,
What then?
but it
what's
went
your
up also
support
because of
resistance?
AGM. Now means for technical, we don't rely much on news. Like news
Right.
impact the stock, that is for sure.
Yes.
But if I'm seeing this, then I won't go with the news. And if you see that with AGM it will break this, then it would be the new support. This line would be the new support if it breaks this. So we won't buy if it is broken. We will buy when it again comes there and then moves up. Like here, it went up, so we won't buy here because there are chances that it can be a false breakout. So we will wait it for to come to the support level and again move up. But here it is again back to the channel. So we can see like for the next move, we can wait for it to go there, and let's wait that whether it breaks or it again back to that original channel.
Please show the 15 minutes chart, bro. 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay. I will delete this drawing.
Ritvik,
In this
once mute your
chart,
voice.
okay,
There's a
okay.
disturbance.
See,
TV.
this is a 15-minute chart for Reliance. Yeah. So here I would go with this channel. See, here it started. So here there are two rejections. Mhm. See, the chart opened here for that day and it gave two rejection. So in a short time frame there will be less candles for that day, particular day. So here we can expect that this is the support, it won't move below this. Then it went up and it again gave a rejection, then it was moving up. So where we can take the entry is when it came again here. So we already knew that this was the support, so here we can take the entry and keep our stop loss below this, like here. And then it again moved up and it was moving in this channel only, but next day it has broken that channel and then again made this as the new channel.
Oh,
See, again next day it has broken this. See, here it was checking the resistance was there. Once it went there, again it went there, but on the next, on the not in the next day, last 15-minute candle it has broken this. So when it is broken, again it went up. And here if we see, then it is making a resistance at 2175 levels. It has once like here it has came down, again the candle touched there, again the candle touched there, and it is in this level only. So if it breaks 2175, then we can take the entry, or otherwise it is at resistance. So we can short sell also, keeping our stop loss here and target it here. And also, like while watching the 15-minute time frame, it is important to see the daily time frames also, because that is the long term time frame, because from daily time frame only we can get to know that 1900 was the resistance level, right?
correct, correct. Then in short to
Yeah,
say, support level is the right time to buy and resistance is the right time to sell.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Support means the price is taking the support here and likely to move up. Resistance is price is resisting there to move up and likely to come down.
okay, okay.
And if
Any
you
other
want
And
one
point?
more chart.
I would add a point here, like for suppose if at a resistance you are finding that there will be a breakout, you should not take a short trade. Like many people will think that once it has reached resistance, they would like to take a short trade so that it will go to the support line again. But whenever there is a sign of a breakout, as Ashish showed that Reliance made a green candle in the last 15 minutes yesterday, the last trading day, that is Friday, there it is clearly indicating a breakout upside. So there we should not based on the resistance line, we should not take trade. There we may incur losses. Hope Ashish, once again you can show that where you should
Yeah,
not
this is the candle.
take a short trade at resistance when there is a sign of breakout.
Oh, then we
See,
should
this is
wait.
the candle,
Mhm.
and this was the breakout. So here we can, means we should take the trade at support and resistance if there is strong rejection.
Okay,
If there is no strong rejection, we cannot see the rejection, then we cannot take trade. Or in case still if you want to take risk, then have a stop loss nearby the reject, means support or resistance.
okay.
And also
And
for double confirmation, you should make sure that a red candle is forming at the resistance line, so that there you can make a double confirmation that you can take a short trade. If still there is a green candle at the resistance line, you should not take a short trade until there is a again next red candle, because a green candle will indicate that if it is a bullish morbujo at a resistance, we should not take a short trade because it will form a green candle above the resistance line. So while planning trades, whether long or short at support and resistance, we have to check the candle, whether it is red, hammer, or something else also, to avoid
Yeah.
risky trade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Fine.
Hello,
it
bro.
from my
Hello,
side.
Ashish, bro.
Yeah.
Hello. Your
Yeah.
proportion resistance topic was applicable on call options or put options. So, what
Like
is
we have to
applicable?
see
That
these charts only for call and put. Yeah, that is applicable. But for
No, I will
like
explain from my
what?
side. See,
Yeah.
for call and put options, there will be decay with respect to time, right? So we should observe only underlying assets, and based on that, we should take the options, whether it is a ATM
Yeah.
or OTM or ITM, because after 15 days of span in a month, the OTM options will become weaker. So there is no point to see this option chart. So the most critical point lies in only an underlying asset. Hope Ritvik, you got your point.
okay, okay. I got it.
Like if we see the weekly chart, see that Maruti, it is making a strong resistance at this level. For the all the 3 weeks, last 3 weeks, it has tried to move up, but it is not moving up.
Okay.
You can see here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that doubt Praveen has already cleared that
Yeah.
options.
And any other queries in these
Okay, bro.
support and levels? Yeah, here is the chance you can ask for your favorite stock you are looking for, so that Ashish will suggest whether it is will form bullish or bearish next
Yeah.
Monday.
That's why while I was preparing, I made it for Reliance specifically that
Tell. Hello, bro. Tell.
yeah.
Yes, bank, yes, bank.
Yes
One
Bank,
yes,
Yes
bank.
Bank. For
Yes
Yes
Bank
Bank,
and
I
also
don't think
L&T.
I can.
Oh, wait. Let's take S Bank first and next L&T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Yes,
Yes Bank also I traded now. Hmm.
And
See,
Bajaj also you can tell me please later
Yeah,
on.
sure. One by one.
yeah, sure. See, for Yes Bank from last
Monday will
many.
fall all down or up.
No, for Monday I not saying right now. What I have done, I have also traded in Yes Bank few days back, so that's
Okay.
why I can tell. See, see, for many days Yes Bank was moving between these levels only 25 to 30, again 25, again 30, again 25.
Yes.
So I took a entry at 25 for Yes Bank. One person is coming.
Okay.
Yeah. So I took an entry at Yes Bank 25, keeping my stop loss at 23 and target at 30. But the very next day it has fallen and I exited. And then from that day it is falling and falling.
I think this
And
is purely because of news, FPO.
yeah, this is because of news.
Yes,
But
correct.
I did it because like for technical also it is working. See, we can see that support is at 25
Yes.
and that resistance is here. Like I can move it.
I think if not news, I think your position will be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it have a support at
So
25.
yeah, and for Yes Bank, it is quite difficult to make it because it is moving based on news only
Yes,
right now.
correct, and somewhat risky to
But
expect.
yeah, it's a lot more risky. And for if we see the weekly charts, then sorry,
One. M&M Finance.
Ritvik, M&M Finance also is based on event base. Right now, it is
Okay, okay.
right issue, no?
Right issue.
Right.
yeah.
You will explain.
So, but and for this, if in case Yes Bank, if you see the weekly charts, then we can say that once it has came to this level, and if we cut the wick, then it can be a good time to buy, but I would not suggest to buy this till the time FPO is listed,
Correct.
or because it has FPO price is like 12 rupees.
Yes.
So we there can be chances that it goes to 12, and many experts also saying that it will go to 12.
Correct.
So at that time we can buy, and even if you want to buy now, then you can buy a small quantity and buy another quantity when it will go to 12.
Okay.
But for support and resistance, it has already broken its channel from this. This was the channel.
Yes.
See for how many weeks it is moved between this channel. And for L&T also someone asked, na?
Yeah, L&T someone asked. I hope if everything goes good, means apart from events, the support and resistance will plays a crucial role.
LT.
Yeah, in technical it is main
Yes.
means one of the main concept.
Okay. Fine.
Bro, LT, I think is LNT not.
Oh,
Okay, I have never traded in LNT actually.
Larson. You can
LT.
click Larson. Larson. Fine.
Which one is this?
Third.
Yeah,
Uh,
the third one.
third one.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so just a minute. This is the daily time
We have
frame.
shared in the group to LNT. Let's see how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we can clearly see one resistance is there. Twice it has given this rejection here. So we
Ashish,
can,
you
but it
clearly
is
mention the levels too, so that viewers can get them levels.
okay. Actually, I was see one we can see, I have drawn this line
Yeah, 1600.
here. Once it has fallen and again it went and fallen.
Okay.
But this is not current scenario. Current is okay. I have gone too past actually.
2017 you have gone. 2019.
I have opened the chart and it came like there only. So I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that it is. I don't know where I am. Yeah. See. So for LNT, we can see the support here, resistance here. I will draw it. It has given twice rejection here. And for support, we have to minimize the chart as much we can, zoom in the chart so that we can draw it exactly. See waiting room. 2 people have been waiting actually. For support, we can make the support here. See, once it came there and then again moving up.
Okay.
So we can draw it here actually. People are coming again and again actually. See, or we can, yeah, this is the good support level. And this is the resistance. Or, yeah. See here, once one can, means at the support or resistance, many candles must be touching there. So here it has once fallen from there. Again, when it broke this, it has made this as support. And then again, it is at this level. Here it has given the rejection went up. Here also it has given the rejection last day. So there can be the chances that it moves up.
Oh, okay. You are saying that LNT will move up in Monday as per the technicals.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yes, actually, as per the support and resistance concept, it has to move up as it has reached the support line.
Yes.
But here we have to double check with the candle as well. See here, when it has reached support level, our view is bullish. That is, it will go up. We will take a long position. But here we are having a red candle. So the market view is still bears are in control. So we have to wait for just one more candle. Suppose, let us assume this is a 15 minutes chart. So we have to wait for one more 15-minute candle. If that is a green candle, definitely we can take a long trade. So there bears will go off and bulls will come off due to the demand, due to the technicals reaching the support line. All the sellers will turn out to be a bias as everyone will be checking these technicals mostly.
Yeah.
Correct.
And also, like, we cannot take position based on support and resistance only. It is one of the concept of technical analysis. We have to see other indicators as well, like RSI and all. Like in RSI, whether it is oversold or whether it is overbought. Based on this also, we have to take the position. It is one of the aspect and it is one of the main aspects, but we have to see other technical as well.
Yeah, Ashish, if possible, I will cover all together like RSI, Bollinger, and support and resistance. How we have to analyze cumulatively, I will try to cover. As you have explained the support and resistance, everyone would have got that. Now I will try to make a cumulative analysis.
Yeah.
Let's
And
go
also
ahead.
I would
Carry on.
also I would like to add that it is not like these lines are only the support and resistance. Many times the stock takes the support at moving averages also. Like if we draw right now, I don't have any particular example, but if we draw a moving average for 20 days or for 50 days, then many times the stock takes support at that level also. So while drawing this, you can take those moving averages also, and you can see whether the stock is taking the support level there or not.
Fine, Ashish, with respect to moving average, we can discuss in next week or else.
Yeah.
Now we
Yeah,
purely talk with supports and resistance. Okay, fine. Friends, any doubt with respect to support and resistance?
Use that.
Hi Ashish. So
Yeah.
Sairam here. So how can we identify a false resistance and false breakout in general?
False breakout
resistance.
is, I can't say how we can identify, but I would say that don't buy as soon as the stock has given the breakout. Like mostly a good breakout is when there is a good green candle, or or a good green good red candle. Like Venkat has said that we have to see the candle at the zones, at the support and resistance zone. If there is a good green candle, then we can see that it is a good breakout. And but I would say that I would suggest to buy if the breakout, after the breakout the stock will definitely come to that level. It is not like it will keep on going up. It will definitely come to that level. Like I have shown that in Equitas holding as well. I will show it again if you want to see. Where is Equitas?
If it's available, you can show it, or else you can leave it. That's okay, no problem.
No, just a minute. See, for Equitas holding, this. Mhm. Yeah, we are here.
Hello, bro. Hello, Ashish.
Yeah,
Any views on Bank Nifty graph?
yeah, just a minute. First, I will clear
Are
this
it
doubt.
okay.
Just a minute. See, whoever asked this doubt, yeah,
Yes, yes.
Equitas was taking the resistance at this level, 55. It again came down, again 55, and then again came down. Again, it went to 55, again came down, and it has broken this with a good green candle. So it's not like we will buy it now only, because every time the price breaks the resistance, it will again come to the support zone. So it has again came there, and now we can see here this is sustaining at the support level. So here we can buy, and also it is sustaining on this line also. So there are two support at this price. So for Equitas we can take a buy move, and also I have also bought it on Friday, and we can keep our
Okay.
stop loss at 55 or 54, because it is not like it would be 100% correct support and resistance. There can be chances that it fall down because of some newses or like that. So we can have the stop loss at 54 and target at 60.
Okay. So it's better to wait for another candle for
Candle.
confirmation, then better to enter.
Correct.
Yeah, but this candle is also good, because this is showing clear cut that price is not moving below this.
What is a doji candle? I
Yeah,
don't.
Yeah, it's
kind
a
of
doji.
doji, but I'm not speaking about doji. I'm saying this, the longer the wick, the longer is rejection. So the price have
Yes,
been rejected below this level. And if we see the three candles, the price have been rejecting here, and it is
yes.
staying up above this level.
Yeah, the wick is long actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
rejected.
so more the wick, more is the rejection.
Yes, yes.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hello, bro. Ashish, bro.
yeah, yeah, Ritu.
If it breaks the resistance level, then they can form the new resistance and new support on that
Yeah,
chart.
here there is the new resistance, na? See at 60.
Okay.
It
Then
has
suppose
broken this level, and after touching 60, it is again went down. So it is the new resistance, and this is the new support, and also this line is also a support. If we see,
okay.
it is moving in this line only,
Okay.
taking the support once, twice, thrice, fourth time,
If
and
it
also
breaks the
now this
support,
is. If it breaks the
they
support,
can
then that support is new
bearish,
resistance.
bearish on that. If it breaks the support.
Yeah, if it breaks, I can show you for breaking the support as well. We can see in Zeal.
Z, there is a chart. Okay, okay.
See, Zeal was moving in this, and then from like April month, it was moving in this only. Rejection, 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 and then it went up, but it was a false breakout because I said we have to wait for it to become the support, but it didn't move up from here. It again came to this, and then it has broken this channel. And if we see, it has broken the channel
Yeah,
after
yeah.
breaking. It again went there, touched the support line, and made it resistance. And from that point, it is falling.
New support and new resistance, I think.
Yeah, that resistance can be this, and the support, we can see that support
What?
is at 150 levels, because 150 it
151.
has,
Okay, okay.
yeah, here also at 150 level, then here also 150 level, many candles are there, and here also it is not going below 150 level.
Okay, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Any other queries?
One more query. The thing is, beginning, we have discussed that we're buying options. Since this is my first session, I just want to ask, so are we buying futures and options only based on, trend lines where you're drawing
No, no,
resistance and
no,
support levels, or?
no. See, I won't
Okay.
suggest options based on this, because in this there are chances like price consolidates also at support level. Like here it is consolidating where the mouse is there. So while consolidating,
Yes, yes,
option premium would decay.
Correct.
So and in
yes.
while if you buy it as stock now, so you can place your stop loss below this line, like for uh, for what for Equitas, as I shared now earlier, or yeah, for Equitas I shared. So for Equitas the support was at 55 level, so I can keep my stop loss at 54. So I would not lose much if that 54 is broken. But in options, that moves significantly, even if it is a fall of 1 to 3 rupees, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what my actual question is. Like, are we looking into option chains and all? I mean, gamma value, theta value also. Are we looking at it, or
No, no, for options we have to see everything, not only support and
yes,
resistance.
yeah, that's
And
what.
for
So,
options you need to be sure, like, because like Praveen is mostly sure about his call,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
you need to be that much sure.
While coming to theta
okay.
factor, that's what we are mentioning in the groups. For next, if the month crosses 15 days, then the theta will become weaker. Means in the sense it will become very low. So then we
Yeah,
should
decay
prefer
happens.
ITM. Correct, correct. Then we should prefer ITM or ATM. But when it
Okay.
is in the first week of month, then theta will be stronger. We have enough days to trade. So then we can choose OTM because of less investment or etc. factors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for this thing, if you have to check now, you can see Nifty 50 on the last day of expiry on Thursday. Mostly all the call options are also negative, all the put options are also negative because it is expiry.
Yes.
Yeah, 0.5 it will come down.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So any
Yeah.
more doubts?
Thank you.
Thanks, thanks.
Any
Okay.
more doubts, guys? Shit, I have picked a call.
Okay, Venkat, I hope you can proceed. If you need doubts, we can
Hello?
discuss at last instance. Venkat will proceed, I
Okay,
Okay.
think.
Praveen. Just check my voice. I will join from my system. If that is not clear, I will proceed from the mobile. Just check
Okay,
for my
okay.
voice.
Ashish, you can give access
Bro,
to.
bro, nice, nice.
Yeah, Praveen.
Banas na voice.
Praveen, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can give host to Venkat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks, Ashish.
Ashish, go to participant list, and on my name you will see a more button. If you place cursor on my name, and then
yeah,
on clicking on more, you can make me as host.
yeah. I have made you host, I guess.
Yeah, correct, correct. You made. Friends, if any doubts, we can discuss at last instance after Venkat completes his meet.
And also after this session, also you can ask me, or in the group, or you can text me also.
Yeah, you can use chat box too. He can make meanwhile make a note of it.
Yeah.
Hello, Praveen, can you hear me now
Yeah, yeah,
clearly and
yeah,
loud?
yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's start it.
First, make sure you mute everyone.
It seems that host disabled screen sharing. Who is the host now? Just check, Praveen.
You itself is a host.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
you can
wait,
use
wait,
him
wait.
too.
Okay, he may. Okay, okay, wait, wait. I will. అది ఎగ్జిట్ చేసి లీవ్ ఎండ్ కాదు ఓకే ఎండ్ మీటింగ్ ఎస్ Praveen, just check that I made you host. You just make me. I am exiting from the mobile. Now you can make me host once again.
Now I'm making. Yeah, one sec, Venkat.
Yeah. Praveen, just again, just confirm me that I am loud and clear now.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Praveen, I have started my screen sharing. Can you see that?
Yes, I have. Venkat, can you please reduce your volume? There is a disturbance from
Someone.
backward.
Okay.
And air sound.
First, you can
One.
switch off your
Cut it.
fan. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I am doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that. Just. Can you see my screen sharing, Praveen?
Yeah.
Is that?
It's good.
Can I proceed now? The hope background voice is also
Yeah,
not
clear.
there, right?
Yeah. You can proceed.
Yeah, sure. Hi friends, once again myself Venkatesh, a chartered accountant, and today we are going to discuss Bollinger Bands. This Bollinger Bands was invented by John Bollinger in 1980s. This is we can say that a recent technical analysis in the recent times. Like most of the technicals like moving average, they all has been dated to 17s. So we can say Bollinger Band is a much recent one to our generation. Okay. So now I will first explain you how to add a Bollinger Band to a particular stock, and then we'll try to explain the meaning of it and how to analyze it, and also we'll try to make a cumulative analysis of using RSI Bollinger Band support and resistance levels to plan for a long trade or a short trade. Okay, let's go and first start knowing how to add a Bollinger Band. So let me select Infosys stock. Here I am selecting Infosys. So now we will click on let me take this up new screen. So here we have a pop out chart. We can have a chart in a new Google Chrome tab. Just a bit, it is loading. Yes, it is getting. Now here we can see the already Bollinger Band, RSI, volume pattern, and moving average has also been already added to my chart. Now I will remove the Bollinger Band and I will show you how to add it, how to give the input data, and how to analyze it. So we have to click on studies. So here I would like to remove the Bollinger Band first. So I am clicking on into against it. If you want to remove all the technical indicators, you can click on draw. So now we can see the chart is clear without any kind of Bollinger Band on it.
Someone is waiting.
And
Now
please clear the all technicals because chart will increase now.
okay. So now you can see there are no more indicators on my chart. Now I will show you how to add a Bollinger Band and how to analyze it. Let's go. So now in studies, we have to click in the search bar and we have to enter as Bollinger. So here we have a suggestion of Bollinger Bands. We have to click on this. So then now we have it got added, but we have to see the input details that we have to give in. So again, we will click on studies and we will now click on this Bollinger Band technical. Now see, a pop-up box has been appeared. Here we are filling the period as 20. It is a default period, and why only 20, why not any other number, I will explain in shortly. So and then field is closed, and these are all default settings. Why these have been appearing here is that in from the past history it has been arrived that these inputs have been working accurately when compared to all other inputs. So we will try to use default inputs only to the maximum extent. Here we have standard deviation. It is +2 for upper band and -2 for a lower band. We have to type in as 2. I will also explain the meaning of standard deviation, how it will be useful in Bollinger Band. Here moving average type will also be set as simple for the default. Here we have an option of channel fill. Here if we untick this, there won't be any shading region on the Bollinger Band. Here you can see the shading has been disappeared. But I suggest you to tick this so that there will be a differentiation on the screen and it will be clear and visible. Now let's add few colors to the 3 bands that exist in the Bollinger Band, that is top band, median and bottom. I am giving red for the top band, yellow for the median, and green for the bottom band. So now you can see the colors has got added, right? Okay. Now let's try to understand what exactly is Bollinger Band. A Bollinger Band is a technical indicator which works based on moving averages and will try to plot a shaded part within which the share will move or trade mostly. So now if we zoom in the chart, here we can see automatically without any kind of drawing or any other kind of uh, technicals that we use, we just have added Bollinger Band and it has given 3 bands and a range in which stock will trade. So whenever a stock is going to touch this red band, you can see my mouse cursor. Okay, hope you all are following.
Yes, yes.
So whenever this candle starts touching this red band, it will start moving again back to the median. And if it crosses this yellow line and goes down, it means it will travel towards the green line. But if we say, if after touching the red line and coming to the yellow line, it didn't go down, but there is a chance that at the median there will be a pushback towards upside. Similarly, sometimes we can see few candles are out of the range. This happens generally because of any news that came in which made it the stock volatile and go out of the range. Generally 99% of the time the stock will trade within this range. How this range will be formed will all be done by the back-end calculation. For that we need not worry at all. Now we will understand when to take a long trade, when to take a short trade, how to use median line. Similarly, now that I have added this Bollinger Band on a day chart, you can see here 1 day. I have pointed a cursor. We can use this for 15 minutes as well. So let's try for 15 minutes also how it. We need not change any input data. Just we have to change this chart period. See, now we are on a 15 minutes. Now we are on a 15 minutes chart. So now let's analyze it. Okay, so here I am pointing my cursor. Wait, here you can see the date. it is 23rd of July. That is Friday, I hope. Yes, Friday. So in the beginning, just a minute. Yes. In the beginning, the first 15-minute candle formed at yellow line, but it failed to move up towards the red line. Means it indicates that whenever a candle is appearing at a yellow line and is moving, the immediate next candle is not forming above up here. It means that it will travel towards the green line. So here we can see there is the first 15-minute candle has been formed at the yellow line and it started moving downwards. And again, two candles went out of the range. So what Bollinger Band will do is that, basing on the past data of 20, the term 20 means on a day chart past 20 days, on a 15-minute chart it means 20 into 15 minutes. So basing upon that data, it will try to change these ranges accordingly. So here, whenever two candles went out of the range, again it started consolidating into the range, we can see, right? So now again one can initiate a long trade. As this has touched this green line, one can take a long trade, means one can go and buy the stock if they are bullish. But here we can see, here we started buying at 10 a.m. but until, let me maximize a bit so we can see the time frames. So after here touching the green line, we started a buy position, but it failed to move up until around some 2 o'clock, or I can say 1:45. Yes, until what, at 1:45 it was trading at downside only. So now still we are waiting for an up move. At 2 o'clock we can see a hammer has been formed and the stock started moving upward and it reached slowly to the median line. Again we may have a doubt at median line, again it may go fail to move up and it may go down. But here we can see that a green candle has formed crossing the yellow line. So we are sure that a stock has started moving above the yellow line. Now our target will be the stock will reach the red line. So now if we take at yellow line, suppose say the price is at 900 rupees, we can keep target as 940 or somewhat less as 920, as there is only two more 15 minutes left, that is only 13 minutes left for the next day where the trade will close. Similarly, if we see on the next day, the first candle has moved out of the range and the second candle also started consolidating slowly into the range. So whenever there is an outside move, the Bollinger Band will try to consolidate the trading range into its range, or it will adjust its range. So mostly we have to set our targets basing on these bands. So now that the second candle, which you can see my pointer here, what we are thinking that is, since it is at the red line, we have to take a short trade, because we know that whenever there is a movement outward, it will come back into the range. So here it went out on upside, so it will come downside, so we have to take a short trade. So we will go for a short trade, that means we will sell here on an intraday basis, because this is a 15 minutes chart. Suppose say that this is at 9:15 and this is at 9:30. So at 9:30 we took a short trade. So here we will enter at this price. Say suppose here 9:15 is the price. We entered a short trade at 9:30 at 9:15 rupees. We have waited for next 15-minute candle, that is until 9:45 we have waited. Our target will be the yellow line when we are taking a trade at line. So we will target at yellow price, that is like say some 900. So it reached the line. Again after reaching the yellow line, we have to check. We should not now again take a trade. We have to check whether the stock will go below the yellow line, or again will it bounce back. So here we will wait for one more 15 minutes. So here in this green candle will be our waiting period. Since it started moving up again without crossing the yellow line, now again we can take a long trade, that is at exactly at 10 o'clock we will take a long trade. Now our target will be again the red line, since the whenever it goes up our target will be red line, whenever it goes down our target will be green line. But whenever moving from red to downwards, first target will be yellow line. If it crosses yellow line and comes down, then our target will be green line. So first target is yellow line, second target is green line. Whenever moving upwards, like here in the past day we can see here the hammer, and whenever we are starting from green line, our first target will be yellow line and our second target will be red line. So now at 10 o'clock at this green candle, you can see my pointer, I hope. At this green candle we will initiate a long position, that is buy. Our target will be red line. And now again it started moving up, it also went out of the range. Now again what Bollinger Band will do, will start it consolidating into the range. So now here we can see it has completely gone out of the range. So now what we will do, again it has to move into the range. So where it has to move, upside or downside? So it is downside. So what we have to take, long or short? We have to take short since it is downside. So we will initiate a short trade again at say 10:45 or 10:30 we can say. So here we entered a short trade. So now as we are at the red line and we are taking a short trade, our first target will be this yellow line. So here we can see a red bar moving towards the yellow line. Here we will exit, and now we will check, will it move downwards the yellow line? If it moves, green line will become our target. If it does not move, we will wait. So we waited, again it failed to move downwards. It is always trying to move upside. Now we will take a buy position here again at this 15 minutes, exactly at 11 a.m. we will take a buy position. Now again our target will be red line, because now again it is trying to move upside. So it went on until 11:15 it went up. Suddenly at say 11:30 it started moving down. So we will exit at this green candle or at the beginning of this red candle. So we exited. We are now checking, it is moving downwards. Here we can take a trade and keep target as the yellow line, the price at the yellow line. But if you are not sure whether it may, because it is not going to cross the down line, we may have a doubt that maybe again it may move to red line. So we will wait until the yellow line for avoiding risk. Once we confirm that a candle is formed below the yellow line, we will now take a short trade and we will wait until it moves to the green line. But it started coming down only up to here. So again we have a green candle. Now it is a sign of moving upwards. So here we will exit. We will not wait for this green line now. But whenever this stock price has started moving down the yellow line, it is a short position. It indicates a short position, means we have to sell. So we sold and we exited our target here. But if it has started moving down, our target would be the green line. But instead of making any red candles, it started making red candles. So now we will exit here, and now we will wait and watch for next 15 minutes without taking any trade, because here there is a green candle, correct, it will move up. What if again after the green candle there is a red candle that moves towards the green line? So we don't know whether it will go up or down at this green candle, right? So we don't take trade at we don't take any trade at this green candle. We will wait, we will see the next candle. Yes, now we can see the green candle has crossed the yellow line, which means whenever the candle starts making the, whenever the price or the stock starts making candles above the yellow line, it indicates bullish. Now here we can as and when it crosses the yellow line, make a long position, take a long position here. So that means now our target will be the next red line here. Since it has crossed the yellow line, we are very much sure that it will go up and will hit the red line. So now we started here, it moved up, and again it moved up. But again we had a red candle, means whenever it starts falling down, we have to exit at this point, because we are not sure that it will touch or not. So again it came to yellow line. So now we are thinking that it may again go to yellow line, but it doesn't. It again started moving up. So now again as it started moving up above the yellow line, here also again we can take a one more long position, and now we can wait for our target as the red line. So this time without any fail, it has hit the red line. But where instead of taking so many trades, one can take less trades and make much profits and avoid heavy charges on an intraday basis. For that, we have to have patience. Like whenever it crossed down the yellow range, we have to wait. And if there is a if there is a indication of upside, then we, instead of taking short, we will take long here only, and we will wait until it hits the red line. When we take long position here, that is around 115. At 115, say we took a long position, it went up, went up until 215. At 215 to 230, there is a red candle, but we should be patient because it started moving up. It should hit the red line. Seeing this red candle, instead of exiting there, if we have a patience and wait, it will definitely hit the red target here. But after waiting here, it does not go up and it started moving yellow line, then we have to exit at cost to avoid the risk, because once it reached the yellow line and crosses down again, it may try to move towards green line. That is mostly the bearish view it will take. So here we can simply say that green line will act as a support level, red line will act as a resistance level. Whenever the price reaches the red line, we have to exit and take a short position. Whenever the price reaches to the green line, that is the we can call it as a support line, there we can take a long position with a view of bullishness. But if it is not going towards red, or neither it is going towards green, it is moving yellow at the yellow line range, then we have to wait and see for a clear signal instead of taking short trades which may or may not get succeed. Hope if everyone has understood this long explanation.
Hello, hello. Venkat bro.
Ritvik Chepu.
If the Bollinger Band I technical used by Bollinger Band, I will take.
You can use Telugu, Ritvik. Telugulo చెప్పు Ritvik, పర్లే. కాల్ ఆప్షన్స్ అన్నిటికీ వాడచ్చు Ritvik. వాడచ్చు లైక్
No, I think Venkat,
Ritvik voice is not clear. I can't hear properly, Ritvik.
Bollinger Band Hello.
Praveen, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. Ritvik చెప్పు.
ఇప్పుడు మన అన్నయ్య వినపడుతుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది Ritvik, చెప్పు.
నీ బోలింగర్ బ్యాండ్ యూస్ చేసుకుని మనం పుట్ ఆప్షన్ లో అదే రెడ్ లైన్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు పుట్ ఆప్షన్ యూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కావాలంటే.
రెడ్ లైన్ కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మనం షార్ట్ ట్రేడ్ తీసుకునే బదులు ఆప్షన్స్ లోకి వెళ్ళి పుట్ కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు. కాకపోతే కంప్లీట్ అబ్జర్వేషన్ తో ఉండాలి.
ఇప్పుడు 1 కి నువ్వు కర్సర్ చూసావు, 1 కి 1
కాదు. ఇప్పుడు నా స్క్రీన్ నీకు కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, లాస్ట్ క్యాండిల్ చూడు, రెడ్ క్యాండిల్ ఒకటి వచ్చింది ఎక్కడ రెడ్ లైన్ దగ్గర. ఓకే, అదేంటి రెడ్ క్యాండిల్ అంటే అది కూడా ఫుల్ రెడ్ క్యాండిల్ వచ్చింది. దాన్ని కొంచెం మనం పైన చిన్న లైన్ ఉన్నా గానీ దాన్ని మనం బేరిష్ మరుబొజ్జో అనొచ్చు. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే అది రెడ్ లైన్ కి వచ్చింది కాబట్టి నువ్వేమనుకుంటున్నావు, నేను చెప్పిన ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ప్రకారం రెడ్ లైన్ హిట్ అయింది కాబట్టి అన్నయ్య చెప్పిన ఎగైన్ మళ్ళీ రేంజ్ లో కన్నా వస్తుంది, ఎల్లోని టచ్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఎల్లోని టచ్ కిందకి కూడా వెళ్ళచ్చు. 3 పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకేనా? సో నా ఇక్కడ మనం రెడ్ లైన్ ప్రైస్ 924 చూపిస్తుంది. I think you can see that 924. Okay. సో ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు పుట్ ఆప్షన్ ఎంటర్ అవ్వచ్చు. పుట్ ఆప్షన్ 920 పుట్ ఆప్షన్ ఎంటర్ అవ్వచ్చు, 915 పుట్ ఆప్షన్ ఎంటర్ అవ్వచ్చు. 910 ఎంటర్ అయితే మటుకు కొద్దిగా రిస్కే, ఎందుకంటే అది ఎల్లో లైన్ క్రాస్ అవుద్దా లేదా అని చెప్పడం. ఎల్లో లైన్ వచ్చాక మళ్ళీ బౌన్స్ బ్యాక్ అవ్వచ్చు. సో ఎల్లో లైన్ పైన ఉన్న 2 ప్రైజెస్ కి పుట్ ఆప్షన్ తీసుకొని కొంచెం సేఫ్ అని చెప్పవచ్చు.
ఓకే
అట్లా అన్నమాట.
M&M ఫైనాన్స్ దానా అది బబుల్ టైప్ లో వచ్చింది చూసా 15 minutes స్టార్ట్ లో.
ఒకసారి నేను చూస్తాను అది. ఇప్పుడు వేరేది ఏమన్నా అదే చూస్తాను. గ్లెన్మార్క్ ఒకటి నేను చెప్తాం అనుకుంటున్నాను. లైక్ అది ఆ రోజు ఇఫ్ ఎవ్రీవన్ రిమెంబర్ దట్ న్యూస్ ఆఫ్ గ్లెన్మార్క్ కమింగ్ విత్ ఏ టాబ్లెట్ ఫర్ COVID-19 ఫర్ mild COVID-19. On that day stock has clearly made an up move of 100 rupees. Like if that was Reliance, we would not wonder. But a 500 rupees stock making an upward rally of 100 rupees is really a thing to shock.
You
At
expected the
such
rally?
cases, Bollinger Band will at such cases Bollinger Band will fail. When there is a news, it will move
Okay.
out of the range. Then we can't track whether it will come into range. It may take time to come into range. I will try to show you that as well. It is loading. So in between, even have here
Venkat, I think your voice is not audible. Hello, Venkat.
hello, Praveen. Praveen, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hope before analyzing, going for cumulative analysis, one can ask about any doubts regarding Bollinger Band.
Friends, any other queries with regard to these 3 topics?
No, it is very detailed, Venkat. It's very detailed.
Thank you.
Hello, I couldn't hear you properly.
No, it is detailed.
Praveen.
Yeah, it is detailed.
Yeah.
Praveen.
Yeah, hello, Venkat.
Praveen.
Yeah, Venkat.
Hello. Voice call. Hello, Praveen.
Yeah, Venkat. He said he is detailed. It is enough.
Okay.
There is a disturbance.
To next. Now can I move this? Hello, Praveen.
Yeah.
Can I move on to cumulative, or else shall we end the session now and try
Your voice
cumulative analysis next week?
No, we can plan next week because I think it's itself will become very lengthy.
Yeah.
It's better. Let's move on to doubt session. Any common doubts, etc. We can clarify.
Yeah.
Venkat, can you see there is a echo, double sound from your side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, you can contact us as well.
నేను
can scan this
వస్తుంది వాయిస్
barcode.
ఫ్రేమ్ దగ్గర నుంచి కూడా వచ్చేస్తుంది వాయిస్.
ఒక నిమిషం. Now ఇప్పుడు రాదు. Okay. You can scan this barcode to join me on LinkedIn and can connect over there, or else you can connect on WhatsApp, Gmail, or Twitter. Everything is welcome for any of your doubts.
Friends, any other doubts?
So
అన్నయ్య హలో
Ritwik.
Hello, Ritwik.
వెంకటన్న ఇప్పుడు మొన్న M&M ఫైనాన్స్ ది బోలింగర్ బ్యాండ్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేశా.
ఓకే.
అందులో బబుల్ టైప్ లో
అది
మిడిల్ లైన్ ఎల్లో లైన్ ఉంది కదా, 15 minutes చార్ట్ లో. అవును
అది ఆ రోజు రైట్స్ ఇష్యూ ప్రైస్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ అయ్యింది. అంటే అది 250 నుంచి తీసుకొచ్చి 150 దగ్గర పెట్టారు. అది రైట్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ప్రైస్ ఉండదు. అలాప్పుడు బోలింగర్ బ్యాండే కాదు, ఏ టెక్నికల్ అని ఏమి చేయలేవు. అది ప్రైస్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ అన్నమాట. దానికి బోలింగర్ బ్యాండ్ సంబంధం ఉండదు.
ఓకే. 150 దగ్గర నుంచి 151 దగ్గర నుంచి చూసాను. అది 156 వరకు వెళ్ళింది బోలింగర్ బ్యాండ్ రేంజ్ లోనే. హలో.